Yes, sirree. I haven't done a live video in like, it feels like it's been like 6 months, but for my YouTube, it said like 2.5, I guess. But hey, man, we here, we back. This is gonna be something I'm gonna be doing consistently again. When I was working at my old job, I was doing this 2 times a week, and I was doing it for at least, I think it was like 6 or 7 months straight. So we're gonna do it again now, but we're gonna do it 3 times a week. I'm gonna try to stay under 25 minutes, but if conversations just flow and I need to get it out, I'm gonna get it out. For those who's watching this right now, like after this is dropped and re-watching this, I'm gonna be reacting to people that's just gonna be coming into the live for like the first 5 to 8 minutes. So check the description. I'm gonna put the exact time I get into it, and yeah. So yeah, man, let's do it. Let's just wait till people to get in this mug. I could chop it up with them. Bring some, you know what I'm saying, interactions in this, y'all. I got me a fruit juice. This is called the Jubilee at AZN. I had this spot in Atlanta once, and I have one out here in Beaufort. This junk is fire. Not gonna lie. I added some ginger. It's ginger, beet juice, apple, and something else. I can't remember. I probably could put it on the screen. Let me see if I could. Let me see if I could put it on. Excuse me. Yeah, it was that one right there. Beet, apple, and kale, and I added the ginger. That John was fire. And we're gonna talk about why I put this as the what's the name? We're gonna talk about it as a thumbnail. We're gonna talk about it. But yeah, I'm just gonna wait for people to come in for a little bit before I really talk about the conversation. I have a newer car now. It's an old car, but new to me. Thankfully, my brother helped a brother out with a vehicle, and now I'm taking care of it. YouTube shit is about to, man. But I'm just gonna wait for people to come in here to start commenting before I start really going into what I want to talk about. This joint is fire. Hold up. That's crazy work. I low-key want to get a cookie at Subway, but I'm gonna chill. Yo, if you in the building, comment down below. Comment down below. I'm gonna talk to you for a little bit. Like the video, it's free. It's free, gang. You ain't gotta just pop and slide. You can like the video, bro. You know what I'm saying? If you like being different like everybody else, psych, I lied. If you like being different in your own way, this is the channel for you. What's up, Igor? What's up, Kaswaya? Kaswaya. Name is crazy work. That's crazy work. What's poppin'? What's poppin'? What's poppin'? If you're here right now, comment down where you're from. Where are you watching this from? What country, city, state? What time of the day is it for you? Yeah. Comment down where you're from. Comment down where you're from. In this video, we're talking about how to overcome overthinking, because a lot of us do it. And this actually, I knew the answer to this, to this question for a long time. It just really struck me the other day because I was thinking about stuff with my ex and kind of trying to figure out how I want to move towards in the future and stuff like that. And I realized, like, damn, I don't need to sit here and overthink this when I already came up with my answer, understood what it was for, and moved past it. I'm not gonna go back and try to recycle this whole thing. Like, hell no, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. So it's not looking like people's gonna slide through, so that's good. I can get right into it. So for those who don't know who I am, my name is Jared Cinco. The why, my name Jared, that's my first name. Cinco is a name that was a nickname at first from high school, but now it is now a beautiful representation of just who I am as a creator, right? I create music, create content, whether it's basketball or videos talking about things I've learned and things I'm breaking down as far as like either it could be music, it could be movies, life. I break down a lot of things like this, and you can check my channel and just look at all the other past lives I've done. It's been a lot of that, and the majority of it be when I get off work, because at work I do a lot of movement and a lot of processing things that I've experienced in my life, past, present, and future. So I come here to express it, get it off of my temple, so I can receive newer gems to give back to the world, people, society. And social media is part of society, so it's like a full circle type of thing. So today, if you are an overthinker, this is a great video for you, because I'm going to give you a very simple, easy, understood way. That was a horrible way of saying that one. I'm giving you a very easy way to understand why you even overthink in the first place, how to address the aspect of overthinking, and to understand you're not even overthinking, bro. You're really not. You're really just cycling the same shit. You're not overthinking. You're just cycling the same shit. So let's get into it. First off, we got three main topics: over, under, inner. Keep that in mind. Over, under, inner. All right. Second, embrace the unknown. Third, speak to God, to the universe, and above all, to yourself. Words give power. The word was with God, and God was the word. So what happens when you speak to yourself? You're using your word to talk to God. Make sense? Let's move on. So, over, under, inner. You see this? If you're listening to this, imagine a notebook that is at your eye level, and picture a higher plane above it, which is the space above it, the middle, which is the middle of this, and there's the under. A lot of us try to understand something, which is us looking up to find a reason for what it is we're experiencing or observing. Innerstanding is being within it, understanding the tools and gems that is within the notebook, or within the idea, or within the thought, or within the trauma, whatever it could be. All of that is the inner. The over is when you can look below it and move past it. Think about it. When you're walking, if you see something below you, you're going to look at it for a moment, and what you're going to do? Move past it. So thank you, Aaron Green, for even saying I need more people. I appreciate that. That means more people are going to come because you embrace the fact that I do need more people. So let's continue. So look, we're going to go over the term overstanding, understanding, and innerstanding. First off, a lot of people go through this overthinking process because they're overanalyzing what they already know to be true. When you analyze something, you're figuring out the who, what, when, where, and why. Who, you. What, the problem. When, the time it took place. Where, where did it happen? And why does it affect you? Once you have these 5 answers, there's no reason for you to cycle it over and over again. You've accepted it. Now, let it go. Let God handle it. Let the universe handle it. Let your ancestors handle it. Let you handle it without you actually trying to handle it. All right? So, to give a greater aspect of what I mean, let you handle it without you handling it, YOU is an acronym for your own universe. So, your body, your reality, your family, your belief system. That is the your own. Things you can grasp, you can understand, and things you can't grasp and can't understand. Universe, the things that is connected to you. This car is connected to me. This phone is connected to me. Everyone that's typing something, you are now essentially connected to me because you're coming to me for a response. You're coming to me to say something. We are now connecting, even if it's for 2 seconds, 3 seconds, doesn't matter. That moment of connection is now part of my universe. That's part of a memory. You know what I'm saying? Even if I don't remember it, it's part of my subconscious memory. It's there now. It's downloaded. All right. Now, when you get these 5 points, the problem that I have went through, and I know many other people have went through, is that you try to force the answer out of you. Forcing is like trying to push a car, like go to the back, you have it in neutral, you're pushing it, when all you have to do is just put it in drive and go. Why are you trying to push so hard for something when you have everything you need to already go? A lot of us try to force an answer out of people or force life to work in our way when all we have to do is be centered in the fact that we have everything we need already. What is it that we have already? Number one, we have life. You can breathe it. You know, if you don't breathe for 10 minutes, you damn near gonna be gone, twin. Like, you need to breathe. Two, you have emotions, energy in motion. Rather it's higher, which is being positive, which is joy, which is tranquility, peace, or you have low, which could be anger or jealousy. These are all energies in motion, regardless of how wide the spectrum is. It's still energy in motion. Because of that energy, every piece of energy can be used for something. Whether it is creative or logical, it doesn't matter. It can be used for something. It all depends on you, the observer, who's accepting the feeling because you're feeling it, or you're rejecting the feeling by knowing your body's feeling it, but you're getting mad at yourself for feeling what you feel. Don't do that, because then that's what you call demonizing yourself. Don't do that to yourself. Instead, accept the fact that you may feel how you feel, or the idea that you may have, or how people treated you however way. Accept how you feel and figure out what can be your next steps that actually helps you in life. All right? Over ignore. So we went through overanalyze, overforce, and over ignore. See, ignorance is bliss. That is a true thing. That's a fact, right? And another thing is, if you don't have the knowledge for something, you don't know how it is harming you or helping you. So a lot of people ignore their own emotions because they're afraid of what it's like to actually unpack that feeling, that thought, that idea. Now, here's the dilemma. Here's the split. Excuse me. Let me take a sip. Here's the split. If you're here right now, please like the video and subscribe, because I'm going to be doing this a lot. I'm not going to lie. So, over ignore. Every day you experiencing analyzation, feelings, and thoughts. Every day you're experiencing that. Now, I will, Jane John. Trust. This is the first video I've done in like 2.5 months, but this is going to start going on there. Trust. So look, a lot of us ignore the traumas we've experienced because we don't know the right ways of communicating to ourselves and even to people that we want to talk about certain things with, how we can unpack what it is. So don't ignore the fact that you can learn something new about you every day. The over ignoring part is that you walk over yourself, and that you that you're walking over is you being sad, you being irritated, you being stressed out, you being depressed. You're walking over that instead of sitting or stopping with that aspect of you that's feeling these emotions and understanding, hey, what's going on? Because here's the thing, even as we get older as people, that child that we were in the past is still with us. We may have grown out of that body because obviously we've grown. We may have grown out of that state of mind because we've grown and experienced more things in life. However, that child that you were, or that you still are, is still there. A lot of people do childish things even at older ages because they've never accepted time. Not even accepting just them, just accepting the time that they have on earth to express, acknowledge, and feel their emotions, and also being able to sit with that inner child that they have and learn how to communicate to that child and even listen to what that child may be going through inside of you. And that is a lot. A lot of people don't like to do this simply because it's a lot of accountability. People want to say, put it in God's hands, and that's cool. Good job that you even have a belief system and want to do that. However, God is only going to do so much. You have to put in the actions. If you're not putting in the actions, the blessing is going to go right over your head. It's kind of like when someone gives you a message, and instead of you actually listening to the message, it just goes over your head. It doesn't click. It doesn't link. It doesn't like lock in with you. You know what I'm saying? So that's over. To simplify that, overanalyze. Stop overthinking, bro. You got 5 easy points to put it together. Who, what, when, where, and why. Once you get those answers, let it go. Move forward. Overforce. Stop trying to force people to do what you want to do in life. Because number one, my nigga, why would you force something on someone else when you don't want nobody to force things on you? That's fucked up. Why do that? That's just being a whole ass. That's you being a demon to somebody else when you could be an angel. An angel's gonna be like, hey, you got it. You can do it. A demon's gonna be like, why can't you do this, that, and the third? You know what I'm saying? There's 2 different ways of going with things. And then ignore it. You are ignoring your own emotions, which is hurting your childlike self, which is your creative-like self. On to the next one, which is underline or under the goddamn the understanding. So when you're understanding something, you're looking up for an answer. Kind of like when you're under a tree and you're needing shade, right? You understanding something is just you simply grasping what it is. Simple. Just simply grasping it. Now, don't undermine yourself, meaning put yourself at a lower state of mind just because you see someone, something, or a place that is greater than where you're at now. Because if you're seeing it, you're understanding it, that means there's a piece of you within it. Continue to understand, continue to learn, continue to do what you need to do, because what that's going to turn into is you also becoming that not only teacher, master, but a person who can extend what it is that they're trying to understand and learn. And that understanding and learn can be you understanding how to heal from a traumatic experience, good or bad. You trying to understand how you can communicate to your partner, to your family, to anybody. It could be manager, goddammit, a friend, goddammit. Like, it could be anybody. And undersized. You're not small. You're the same size as everyone else. The only difference is people have confidence. People with millions of dollars, their confidence is the size of a giant, even though they're as short as Kai Cenat. Your confidence can take you many places, because the way you walk, the way you talk, and the way you visualize yourself, other people feel that frequency even if you don't know you putting that out. Sometimes I don't even really understand it. However, what I do know is I understand it. See how I flipped that there? Sometimes I don't understand it, but I understand it because I know how I take care of myself and how I carry myself. So it hits people in certain ways, whether it's positive or negative, etc. So, stop over analyzing shit. You know the truth. Stop running away from it. Don't make it seem like you're not good enough because it's hard for you to understand, or you're just now learning to understand. You're more than capable of doing, understanding, and unpacking whatever it is, simply because you are experiencing wanting to know. That urge to want to know is beautiful. That's the start of the key. That's the ignition right there. And to you get in alignment, which is the understanding, is you going through the practices of handling whatever emotion or whatever it is that you're going through. So now we get into inner. This is alignment. Alignment. Understanding. When you're understanding yourself, bro, when you understanding what it is that is bringing you a lot more peace. Like, what's a great word I could say? It's been a minute, but a great way. I thought understand would be higher than understand. I guess they're two different things and not levels. No, you're right. Understand. There's 3 levels: under, inner, over. People get stuck at the over because they don't realize that they already got it. That's the problem. When you in an understanding point, that means you're head on with it. You're face to face with what it is you're trying to understand, and you're moving forward with it. Good job. You're learning. You get into the point where that learning can get you to the point where you can now let it go and you can take on the next thing. Understanding is you now figuring out. It's like a 15-year-old finally learning how to drive, or finally getting a chance to learn how to drive. He's understanding driving. Someone who's been driving for the last 15, 20 years understands driving. And then we'll say that same person becomes a million or billionaire. He doesn't have to drive no more. So guess what? He overstands that he has enough money to take care of himself. He could pay somebody to drive for him. He has now overstood what it means, the aspect of just driving and his finances. He doesn't have to drive anymore because he could do it, one, like the back of his hand. Secondly, he could pay somebody else to do it so he don't have to waste time focusing on being on the road and more on being creative. Does that make sense? Let me know, Jay and John. Let me know if that makes sense. Now, and that's even a great point to even break down understanding. Understanding is you being head on to what it is that you're learning. Like, one of the things is I'm learning is I'm understanding right now what it feels like to be consistent with my social media. Because I have this strong belief that if I can be, like, I'll just be transparent. The past 4.5 years, I've been in and out of social media. This same channel has been changed so many times. It used to be a vlog, reaction. Now it's mainly this. I made 3 other channels that has to do with only vlogs and music. The other channel is now only reactions, and the other one is just basketball. Why did I split them up? Because I want to give myself the ability to see different aspects of myself grow. If I put it all at once, I feel like even for me as a creator, it makes it too crumbled up to really see me grow in different areas. You know what I'm saying? Now, a lot of people will make one channel and try to just build everything from that, and I like that. That's cool. However, for me, because I've always wanted to be different ever since I was like 5 or 7 years old, I believe 7, I've always wanted to be different. Because of that, I want to present myself in different avenues of social media and grow that in such a way where it's like, this nigga is not just doing one thing and he's great at that. He's doing good with all of this stuff. And so I've been working 6 days a week. And because of these 6 days a week, I treat my job like a workout. Because I work for FedEx. Goddamn it. Hold up. Wait. I want you to see the goddamn. I want you to see it. It ain't just the colors, nigga. I work for FedEx. You know what I'm saying? And because I work for FedEx, I'm moving and running around every day. I'm doing mental alchemy with my job. Every delivery is a gym. Every delivery is me working on music. Every delivery is me learning how to understand problems that I'm going through in life and how to basically maneuver past it without being stressed out by it. Every delivery or pickup is me doing is me practicing basketball moves or pace on the court. You know what I'm saying? These different things is helping me learn how to take my time. And this is the importance of embracing the unknown, which is the second main point of this conversation. Elevate the Convo is a conversation. We pick whatever the topics are and we build on these conversations. And embracing the unknown when it comes to overthinking is you need to let God and let go. Let God do whatever she or he is going to do, however way you perceive it. I believe God is a collective of consciousness that can be gods or goddesses. You can say that's mythology, whatever. I don't give a fuck how you say it. Because all of them help each other at the end of the day. Like, it's different levels of the help. That's a whole nother conversation. However, all of these religions play a role. Just as much as every action idea that you have play a role into your life. You don't have to try to attach yourself to everything only what you can grasp and grow with. And whatever you do want to learn, cool, keep going with it. Just don't get stuck in over analyzing what it is. Learn when to build, let go. Great example of this. If I was to try to make music every single night, but I don't really have the energy and power and drive to really make it to its best ability, the song quality is going to be shown. It's not going to sound as good. Regardless of how I wanted to make it sound at first, it's not going to sound as good because I'm trying to force it out of me. That's That's overstanding it, and you're trying to overanalyze too much. No, I don't want to do that. Understanding when it comes to the aspect of music is, you could pick up different flows, like on some Logic or some J. Cole or some Juice WRLD or some JID. Like all these different artists, you could pick up how they flow on their beats, and you could take what you feel like you can do in your own way and put it in your own sound, right? Understanding that is now flowing with it, experimenting, taking your time. You know what I'm saying? That's embracing the unknown, because when you embrace the fact that, one, we are in a physical body. We're limited because we are in a physical body. But the glory of being in a physical body is that we feel everything when we give ourselves a chance to feel. My music channel is Jared Cinco. Just type in Jared Cinco. Jared Cinco, the YouTube channel, will pop up. Or type in Jared Cinco music. It'll pop up. Speaking of which, I've been saying this for a minute that music was gonna come out in August. August is over and music is not came out yet, because I'm in an understanding process of my music. I want to drop high quality stuff, not just giving you bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So with me dropping songs, it comes with making videos, music videos, different video ideas, which I'm going to do. And it's going to come into a beautiful process. And when people see it, I'm not going to be surprised, but I will be, because goddamn, numbers and people and opportunities and all of that stuff. So embrace the unknown, because the unknown can give you an ability to interact with things that you didn't know were possible or didn't know was there. You know, being able to interact with people, ideas, creative passions, music, beats, or all this different stuff. Embracing the unknown gives you a chance to really be sporadic with how things can unfold. You know what I'm saying? So what else he said? He said, it's a new word to me, hence a new concept to understand. Ha, see how you did there. See how you did that, gang. See how you did that. Hold up. So last point, speak to God, speak to the universe, speak to yourself. We almost at the 35-minute mark. Well, 29-minute mark, but hey, I'm just glad we vibing. So look, speak to yourself, speak to God, speak to the universe. The reason why I'm not using God and the universe as the same title, because God is within the universe. The universe is itself. A lot of religions will put God as the aspect of the universe, but I'm separating that. Why? Because think about the universe as like a huge mother, like a galactic mother or a cosmic mother that's super dark, because space is dark, and she has like stars all around her body. And on specific points in her body, the stars are brighter than others. Some of these stars have a system where they cycle and create together. In these cycles that create together, there are beings that are essentially their role in these star systems is to ensure that the creative aspects of it, the logical aspects of it, light and dark, the yin-yang energies of these star systems, or these planetary systems, which is a star. Every star has planets around it, just like our solar system. They have gods or God that essentially is responsible for taking care of that system. So that's why I'm saying God, universe, and self. Self is all of these things. However, the reason why I put self below God is simply because self is a physical being. You don't see God walking, but you see God within people walking. You don't see the universe walking, but you see the universe that is within the God within people that is walking. Got it? Got it. Now, let's do this. When you speak to yourself, you're talking to the gods and goddesses within you. When you speak to these aspects of you by saying we, our, I, us, when you say that instead of just me, it takes you out of the physical ego and you start experiencing what they call a spiritual ego. And this spiritual ego is what people have when someone has a different religious point of view or different belief system. You're judging them on that belief. You do that to yourself when it comes to what you believe you're capable of doing. Just to let you know. When you judge other people on what they believe to be true, you're judging your belief and how great you could be. So what that means is you need to have more conversations with yourself. Conversating with you, like literally speaking out loud. This gives you a chance to have power within your voice because you know you're not just talking to you. Your soul is speaking. However, your soul is accompanied by other beings that is around you and inside of you. Have you ever heard a voice inside of you that don't sound like your voice? Have you ever experienced an idea that didn't sound like your own idea? Meaning a different voice. Same question as the last one, just different wording. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying this because you can stop yourself from overthinking by simply saying, nah, I'm good. Just saying it out loud. You can literally stop yourself from overthinking by literally saying, nah, I'm good. I'm good on that. Because you're telling your mind, ah, shit, okay, you're right. My fault. And you're telling your heart, who's also being a part of this recycling process of the same thing, like, you know what? I didn't feel like keep doing that anyway. You're right. I ain't fucking with that either. Oh, God. You're telling your gut, this nigga's listening. Finally, he said something. Intuition. You know what I'm saying? So, for my overthinkers, overstand. You have all the answers. Don't overanalyze your answer. Let it go once you get it. If it comes back within 2 days or more later, you can possibly, capital P, and possibly entertain it. But if it's the same thing or sounding like the same shit, you need to use your voice. Or ignore. But ignoring kind of like, nah. You need to say something. You need to let your environment, your reality know, hey, we're done doing this. You have to say it. Because your voice is what creates things. Just like how God created with his voice. Make sense? Embrace the unknown. When you can embrace the unknown of you and the unknown of your reality, you pick up things that was always there for you by you just slowing the fuck down and not trying to control everything. Talk to yourself. Talk to the universe. Talk to God. Talk to whoever you believe is at the highest peak of creation. Talk to him. M, like E-M. I ain't saying him or her, but talk to him. However you view it. And if you're an atheist and don't believe nothing, nigga, talk to darkness. Talk to darkness, goddammit, because darkness gonna speak back to you. That's why it's titled as darkness. It's not just titled as nothing, it's titled darkness. And even nothing is still a thing. You need to talk to something or someone. And specifically, express to you. You can even say, like, for instance, what I would do, right? And I'm going to get off in a couple minutes. What I would do is, if I'm overthinking about something, I would say, Jared, we good. We ain't even gotta do that no more. Even when I just said that, in my mind I heard, you know what, you're right. I hear a voice call my name around me and kiss me on my neck and hold me to go see my daughter. I didn't see it was around me at the time of the day, the afternoon. That's beautiful. Hold the fuck up. Tanu Taman. That's beautiful. The last time I experienced something close to that, I was sitting outside just relaxing, and I felt the wind like give me a kiss on the cheek. This is your reality telling you, first off, it's giving you love. It's giving you love. You should, that's amazing. Like, that's beautiful. Why at the same time I'm reading this, I'm like, hold up. Is he talking about a lady that he just avoided? I don't know. I don't know. I could be wrong. So, yeah, man. I'm about to end this in a couple minutes. The next live I'll be doing, I'm going to be doing Fridays, Mondays, Wednesdays. If you want to be part of the live, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell, and we'll be back up here for the next conversation. This is going to be a very, very cool experience. This channel is going to have more live videos than anything. I do have a video that I'm working on. Scientists in Australia made a freaking AI that can live in your cells and act as a protein. That's crazy. Was it Queen Mother God? I would say it's the wind. Because if you're saying did you hear the voice externally or internally? That's a real question. Did you hear this voice externally or internally? Let me know. Anywho, back to what I was saying though. Pretty soon, sometime next week, I'll be dropping a video talking about how Australians created a goddamn AI that can live inside of cells, and they're trying to drop this between 2028 and 2030. And within these same cells, it's called Proteus. Proteus is the name of a goddamn titan that is crazy. It's crazy. I don't want to give too much. But we're gonna be dropping that soon. Clips of these videos are going to be on my TikTok, YouTube, soon Instagram, and eventually my Facebook. So I'm Jared Cinco everywhere. All right, if you type in Jared Cinco on Instagram, you'll find my main account. On TikTok, it's called the JC Universe, THEJCII Universe. What's the name? I'll make sure I put my link tree in this description. So if you are listening after or listening right now, I'll put the description of my put my link tree in the description soon. All right. I heard the voice like how you like hear you now next to me in my ear, like I hear you, brother. So I would say the way you're explaining it, this was an energy that spoke to you internally from an exterior source. It may have been the wind, and that wind is basically telling you to go see your daughter. Your daughter probably has been talking or thinking about you. So that means the wind is now coming to you because your daughter spoke into the world, into the wind, into the energy of life. And that energy of life has now hit you. Go see your daughter. She miss you. It ain't that hard to understand. However, I'm about to head home. I low-key want to get a cookie from goddamn Subway, but no, I ain't gonna do it. I am resilient. I'm resilient. All right, man. Thank y'all for being here. I'll catch you on the next one.